Hello everyone, I'm here to talk to you about a new piece of equipment we're going to be using. This is called a CADD pump. We are going to be using this for our epidural and nerve block patients instead of our current system. This will be starting in the middle of May. Actually, it'll start on 1 West. We won't have the first patient. And just like now, it's not something we'll be using all the time. It'll be kind of just a case-by-case basis. You'll be learning about this as your patient has it. During the daytime, Melissa Yeager can help you with that. Myself and Stacy will be super users, so we can help you as well. So I'm just going to go over some of the basic functions that will be you'll need to know to use the pump. It will have a PCEA option where the patient can hit the button to get an extra dose. So this is important. This will be something that we don't currently use that we'll have with our epidurals and nerve blocks. So the main thing that we'll be doing is going to be changing the cassette. So when the patient comes to the unit, just like our current system is, you'll already have it set up and hooked up to the patient and running. So the first thing you'll want to do when the patient comes is to verify your settings with the nurse that is with you. So this is your home screen. Here you can see at the top you have how many mils are left in your reservoir. It's telling you that it's running. Your battery status is on the right. At the top it tells you the medication, and then each individual setting, and you can scroll down. So as you're reviewing the settings with the other nurse, you can just scroll down to see each of the settings, and at the bottom it tells you your reservoir volume. And you would verify that by looking at your MAR. You would have your order here in your MAR that you could compare to make sure you have the correct settings running. Right now you can see that it has a yellow background on the screen and that the cassette is yellow, so that means that this is an epidural. The nerve blocks would be blue cassette and a blue screen. The cassettes will come just from pharmacy just like this. It will be this plastic cassette with this short pigtail tubing, and then the label will be on the front. The tubing would then be connected to your patient. The patient, obviously it's very specific tubing. It's not regular IV tubing. It's only used for epidurals and nerve blocks. So you would request it from pharmacy when you think you're getting close to needing a new bag. They'll bring it to the floor. You'll have to sign the narcotic release form like we currently do to get it from pharmacy. So you go to the patient's bedside, you're ready to reset your cassette. First you want to stop your current one. So stop your pump, yes. Then you would disconnect it from your patient, cap off their intubing and clamp it, and then you'll have your new cassette here. To take off the old cassette, you use this key to open. You're gonna pull down this lever. Once you pull it past the bottom, then this will come down, okay? So then you have your new cassette. You're going to get your second nurse to verify that you're changing your cassette. It will come to you capped off. So you can scan your patient. Sorry, slow computers. Scan your patient. And then you will scan your medication. You have your RN barcode down here at the bottom. It's going to pull up your order here, so you can leave your settings there up on the computer. That way when your second nurse is with you, they can verify. So to attach the new cassette, you first have to put it in the left side. There's kind of a little hook that you'll put it in first. And then you push up until it snaps on. Then you close this. You can leave the key in there for now. So it recognized that you put a new reservoir on. So do you want to set the reservoir volume? Yes. It will tell you what the current amount is on the pump. So that would be what your old reservoir had in it when you took it off. So we want to reset our volume, yes. You would first enter your code. The code for the pumps is 541. And then to automatically reset it to 250 mils, you can press select. So now you're back to your original 250 mils for your new reservoir. You hit save. So yes, we do want to prime the tubing because this little piggy tail is not primed. So you want to open your clamps here, have it completely open, prime tubing, yes. It's reminding you to make sure it's not connected to the patient, and then all your clamps are open. Hit press, prime. It's gonna prime. Once your fluid has got to the bottom here, then you would stop priming. Continue priming, no, because we're done. Okay, now you need to lock the cassette. So you would just turn this key so it's locked. And now with your second nurse, you need to verify your settings. So let's review our settings. And you have to accept each individual value. So you hit accept value to do check marks on each value. And this is where you would compare it to your MAR, make sure you have the right information. So you're accepting each value here. Once you've accepted all of them, you can hit next. And now you would connect it to your patient, make sure everything is unclamped and ready to go, and start your pump, yes. So now your pump is running. Now again, it's special tubing that we use for the epidurals and nerve blocks. The tubing is good, just like regular tubing for 96 hours, and then we would need to change it. The next thing that you might need to do would be to change settings. So say the anesthesiologist comes in, the patient's having a lot of pain, he recommends that your settings are changed. Right now, our pump is set at 8 mils an hour. So let's say he wants to increase it to 10. All you'd have to do is change your settings with the arrows. It tells you right here, plus select to edit. So hit select, enter your code, 541, and then change your rate. So we're gonna go up to 10. Save. And now your new rate is there. And you would want to have a side-by-side verification with another nurse to change any settings. The next thing you might have to do would be to give a patient bolus. Again, the anesthesiologist comes in, the patient's having a lot of pain, and they tell you can give a bolus. You would do that under tasks, give clinician bolus, enter your amount for your bolus. So let's do a 0.5 bolus and deliver. And now it's delivering your bolus. And then it will just go back to the regular settings it was running on before. The next thing that you might need to do with your pump is to clear it. So at the end of your shift, you want to clear how much the patient used. To do that, we'll go back to our home screen. So this is home. It tells you right there if you ever wonder, this is your home screen. To clear, you want to go to reports and down to given and PCEA dose counters. And it will tell you at the top, since whatever date and time, this is how much your patient used. So you clear given, and you can just go back to your home screen. And to chart those amounts, you'll have an area just like we do now under PCA. There will be a separate area to chart those amounts. The next thing that we want to make sure you're aware of is the batteries. So the batteries, and these are meant to last for 4 days. They're up here in the top in this little turn knob. We just want to make sure if your battery is starting to get low, just be aware that to change it, you never want to do it with the pump running. You want to have the pump completely off. If you take the batteries out while the pump is running, they have to send it back to supply to reset the whole pump. So never do that. Shut it completely off. The power button is here on the side. And then when you turn it back on with your new batteries, it will ask you if it's a new patient. Just hit no, and then it will go back to your original settings. You don't have to change anything. So basically that is all you would need to know about this. So if you have issues with these pumps, again, during the daytime, Melissa Yeager can help you. Stacy Parker will be a super user. I'll be a super user for nighttime. Also, Mary Birch Labor and Delivery has been using these pumps for a long time, so they can always help you. Give a call over there and see if someone can assist you if you're having troubles, if you need some troubleshooting done. And RRT has also been trained on these as well, so they could help you too. So again, this will be our CADD pumps for our epidurals and our nerve blocks. Thank you.